going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who support me and who support this platform. Sleep TV is very much appreciated. Shout out to y'all. Much love. We back with another show tonight. Make sure you check out the Blame Game. My previous stream I just done earlier. I premiered earlier. Make sure y'all go check that out, the Blame Game. Also, stay tuned for some new uploads that I'm gonna be premiering for you guys too. So stay tuned for that. I definitely got a few videos coming. So y'all stay tuned for that. But tonight, like I said, we back right here, Sleep TV. And tonight's show will be called Be Your Own Leader. Be your own leader. If you're tuned in right now, make sure you smash that like button, share the show out, and the donation links is in the description box. CashApp $SheepStaysLeepTV. You can also contact me through Streamlabs. It's very much appreciated, y'all. Very much appreciated. I appreciate it. But tonight, we're going to talk about being your own leader. Be your own leader. Be your own leader. And why did I decide to talk about this? I decided to speak about this tonight because I don't know if anybody has saw it, or a lot of people probably saw it, but they don't want to speak about it. I saw a couple of platforms speaking about it. You know, shout out to them guys, man. You know, they not afraid to speak on certain things. So I'm gonna speak about it, and I want to let everybody know that the conscious community, um, our quote unquote, pro-black leaders, they don't exist anymore. The conscious community, what we know, is dead. And I've said it been dead. I'm gonna say about 3 years ago. I was talking about this when I first started my YouTube channel. Because I'm from New York, from Brooklyn, where the conscious community basically started. See, what a lot of people don't know is before, Sonetta started what he started in Harlem, he started out just filming people. He was the camera guy. And the conscious community started in Brooklyn, whether y'all know it or not. All of the great speakers from the conscious community, the first conscious community lecture circuit was in Brooklyn. And this was back in the 90s. It started in Brooklyn, and then it was a couple of guys, Brother Big Man, shout out to Brother Big Man. Hopefully the brother is still here with us. And he's the one who actually created the name, the conscious community. And he's the one who started the conscious community in Harlem. He had the first building, or the first venue, where guys like Bobby Hemmett, Eileen Bay, Phil Valentine, Dr. Delbert Blair, all of these guys spoke in Brother Big Man's venue. When it was called the Conscious Community with a C. See, the conscious community we see today here on YouTube, which I call the internet conscious community, because that's what made Sonetta as prevalent as he is now. It's because of his YouTube and internet presence. Like I said, back in the day, early 2000s, Sonetta was still using his camera, running around filming everybody. He was a promoter. He was promoting lectures. He was selling DVDs. He was a DVD guy. He was not the head of the conscious community. The conscious community we see today that he runs, why you think it's spelled with a K and not a C? Because this is his rendition of the conscious community. You see? See, I was around the conscious community when Sonetta was the DVD guy. I used to buy DVDs from Sonetta. I met Loaded Lux buying DVDs from Sonetta. Sonetta even used to sell CDs, like audio CDs, where you can listen to the lecture. I've been to lectures before. They used to have lectures at LIU, which is downtown Brooklyn. I've been to a couple of them. Shout out to Brother Rich, Black Magic 363. That's my guy. Me and Rich got mad cool. I spent a lot of money with Rich. And I learned a lot from the DVDs that I bought from these brothers. So I'm not, throwing no shade at Brother Rich, because that's my dude. He always kept it official. To me, he's one of the most genuine guys out of a lot of these guys that you see still within this internet age of the conscious community. He's one of the guys that I think remained the most authentic out of all of them. So shout out to him and shout out to Black Magic 363. If y'all don't know, or if y'all never heard of that channel, Black Magic 363. Magic is spelled with a K. 363. Y'all go subscribe. That's my guy right there. But how me and Brother Rich developed such a good relationship, back in 2005, I was in college. And the school I went to was downtown Brooklyn. And every time I had a break from class or anything, I will always go to Rich's DVD stand. And I used to buy DVDs. I would just look at what he had new, and me and him would just chop it up. And I would either, most of the time, if me and Brother Rich couldn't chop it up, he always had a cipher around him. He always had brothers and sisters around that was just building on the information at his DVD booth. So, what I understand about the conscious community is different from what a lot of people see today and what a lot of people have saw, I'm going to say within like the past 10 years. Because Sonetta came on YouTube in like 2000 and what? Like 2006, where he really started popping off on YouTube and putting the information out there on YouTube. But before that, when it was still kind of underground and it wasn't mainstream, That's when it was that's when it was the most potent, you know? That's when the OGs was still fairly young, you know. Bobby Hemmett wasn't sick then. He was still kind of young. Brother Phil was still kind of young. Aline Bey, Taj Tariq Bey, Asir Ducates, A. Rashid. You know, this is when the conscious community was pure. You know, what's my other man name? Azazel Bey. That's my guy. Azariah Bey. And one thing that always stood out to me with those brothers were they always talked about being your own leader. They always told people who listened to their information to go on your own journey with the information. Go on your own journey. Don't just take what I say for face value. If it interests you, look into it, go on your own journey. Find your own answers. Be your own leader. Don't look up to us as your leader. We are not your leaders. That is one of the number one things Bobby Hemmett stressed. Him and Phil. And Azariah Bey. They always said, I'm not your leader. I am not here to be followed. I am here to disseminate information. And if you are here listening to this, it's because something has led you here. I'm just here to help you continue to move on your quest for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But I am not your leader. You are your own leader. You are the God that you're looking for. You are the Savior that you're looking for. So there was no, oh, you're going to come and sit up under the master teachers. And these guys were considered master teachers. They were, but they didn't consider themselves master teachers. They told us to trust yourself. Go with your own judgment. Come up with your own solutions. Develop your own perspective on what it is that you know, on what it is that you're reading. These guys never postured themselves as leaders of the quote unquote, community. They was given those titles by the people. They didn't, they didn't give themselves these titles. They didn't. Brother C. Freeman L. Powerful brother. Never pretended to be anyone's leader. He was another one. He told you, trust the information. Test the information. Even what I tell you, be your own leader. Be your own leader. But see, what the internet have done is kind of bastardized consciousness, where now you have a bunch of people that's quote unquote conscious posturing themselves as being leaders and getting a bunch of sheep to follow them, and they're leading them to the slaughterhouse. Now it's about now it's just about the money. Now it's all about profit. Now it's about the person who disseminates the information to capitalize off the information financially. When back then a very few people was eating. And the guys who, or the people who were eating, a lot of them were eating off because they were scamming the people. You know, the whole sovereignty paperwork stuff and all of that crap. That stuff was put out in the community back then when I first got introduced. Back in 04, 05. That paperwork stuff was running around. The paperwork scam was running around then. And this is gonna segue me into what I wanted to talk about also. Who said that they were sovereign in court recently? If y'all been paying attention to what's been going on. Rizza Islam's mother. Rizza Islam, who's part of the nation, him and his mother and his sisters just got caught up in a scam that they were running. And when her and her children was in court, she tried to run that sovereignty BS. And they got locked up for it. Scamming the people. Scamming their own people. Not scamming the people who they claim is the devil, but scamming their own people. Being the wolf in sheep's clothing. Pretending to be for the people when they're for themselves. This has been going on now within the quote unquote conscious community for a long time. For a long time. I've been seeing this happen now for good, going on 15 years. Because when I first got into dealing with the conscious information in the conscious community, I was like 18, 19. I'm 33. And this is why I'm telling us tonight, we need to be our own leaders. Be your own leader. Because you can't depend on these people to be who they say they are. See, those days of stand up people and, you know, boots on the ground, and them days are over with. There are no leaders. There are none. They're all been compromised. They've all been compromised. And see, Bobby Hemmett spoke about this years ago, where he told us not to trust any of these people, any of these religious organizations, these socio-political organizations. He told us not to deal with none of that shit because he said all of them are frauds. They all are bought out and paid off. Don't ever trust any politician. They're all bought off and paid off by the same system who they telling us are our oppressors. But they're being paid to keep us enslaved mentally. And Rizza Islam is a example of this. Who does Rizza Islam work for? What would make him and his family create a scam to scam their own people? What would make these people do this? And these guys are supposed to be part of the nation. And why nobody in the nation is speaking up about it? And I've been one who defended the nation on YouTube. Because half of my family is part of the Nation of Islam. And some of the core values and the information that was put out, I apply it to my life every day. So the doctrine isn't the problem, it's the people. It's not Islam, it's the people. See, it's people like to talk about the Bible, but the Bible is not the problem, it's the people in the church. It's them. And it's you being a sheep and following what these people are telling you. You're not following the doctrine. You're not reading things for yourself and getting your own understanding and developing your own perspective on it. You're listening to someone else tell you what to believe, tell you what is true and what is right and what is wrong. Because you're looking for a leader. You're looking for a leader. You're looking for someone to lean on. You're looking for a crutch. And these people understand that. They know that. So what do? They develop a plan to present to you because they know our people is in a state of desperation because we're in a state of constant poverty. So they know we're desperate for help. We're desperate for a way out. This is why they sold Barack Obama to us, because he represented hope. And what do you think these organizations been selling to us for all these years? Hope. This is how you get your brother Polites, who repackaged the sovereignty paperwork and said you was part of the new covenant instead of the Moorish Science Temple. All he did was repackage the same scam that was already put out there. And people ate it all up. Because the way he marketed it to us. And this is why Rizza Islam was able to do what he did. Because what? How he's marketing it to us. He's on the internet. He looks cool. He's young. Look at the spokespeople. Him and Ben X. That is to galvanize the youth. Y'all got to pay attention. Now you got videos popping up on Facebook with brothers in the nation rapping. So now the Nation of Islam is going to go into the music business? When, if I'm not mistaken, as a child, when I read the message to the black man, he told us, Elijah Muhammad told us not to involve ourselves in sport and play, not to involve ourselves in the music industry. Now these dudes are rappers? What's going on here? What's going on here? Think about this. Because we was taught not to partake in those things. You see? But now it's like I'm seeing people straddling the fence. But why nobody from the nation is speaking up about this thing that Rizza Islam and his family is a part of? Why I don't see this? This is boggling my mind. I need to know what's going on. Why nobody's saying nothing? Why everybody's acting like this should be kept quiet when they are scamming their own people? But posturing like they're here to help. Like they're here to save us and bring us to Islam. What is going on? What is going on? And it's the same thing that's been going on in the conscious community. It's the same thing. See, the problem with us is we have a savior complex. We looking for somebody to come and save us. And they understand that. So they come to you in the form of a shepherd. A shepherd leads the flock, correct? The shepherd leads the sheep. But this is what happens. This is what's been going on. We got to be our own leaders, fam. Take the information that's useful, that's pliable for us, apply it, and live our lives accordingly. You don't have nobody to answer to. There's no one to impress. There's no one that's going to pat you on your head and say, good job. Good job. There's no one there for that. You see? And now I understand why the nations of God's on earth, the 5%ers, which was led by Clarence the 13X, who started that after leaving the nation. Right? I see why they call themselves the 5%. Because a lot of your quote unquote conscious leaders or these conscious people that's out in the media, they represent the 10%. See, you got your 85ers. Your 85ers is the sheep. Blind followers. The blind, deaf, and dumb. That's most people in society, period. I.e. blue pillars. Those are your blue pills. The 85ers. The ones who are asleep. The automatons. Then you got your 10%ers. These are the blood suckers of the poor. These are your conscious leaders today. These are your quote unquote black politicians. The blood suckers of the poor. You know? And then you got the 5%, which is the poor righteous teachers. And you got people that are, I don't want to be no poor righteous teacher. Why I gotta be poor? Nobody said you gotta be poor. But see, for the most part, why I think they call themselves the poor righteous teachers is because, is it really profitable to tell the truth and to teach your people what the real is? Is it profitable? I got my donation links in the chat room, which is a form of a collection plate in the church. I got my CashApp links. I got my Streamlab links. But do people donate? Is it profitable to tell the truth? This is why you see a lot of our people turning to do the work of the devil. Because Satan rewards you for doing his work. Are you rewarded for doing God's work? By your own people. People on YouTube will turn around and say, because you asking people to donate, you're begging. But then wonder why Rizza Islam and his family is running around robbing black people. You wonder why Polite robbed black people. Because your people don't reward you for doing the right thing, for being righteous. There's no reward. Your own people won't even support you monetarily. They think they supposed to get it for free. Is it profitable to tell the truth? Is it profitable to be righteous? See, you can easily be conscious, but are you righteous? And will your people show some gratitude, gratuity in a restaurant? That's gratitude. That's where gratuity comes from. It comes from the word gratitude. But the people who are listening, will they show some gratitude? Will they show some appreciation? And you grew up poor your whole life? Some guys are tapping out, man, and saying, listen, man, I can't take being broke no more. I'm gonna just sell my people out. But then we talk about these people, right? But do you support the people who haven't sold out? Do you patronize these people who haven't sold out? Why is it so difficult for you to do that? Why is there an excuse? Why you gotta be begging? But then the same people who won't patronize the righteous people always have something to say, or always doing an expose video on scammers. Such and such scamming. They scammed this. They scammed that. Scam, 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 scam. But you don't support the people who don't scam. See, look, perfect example. Soon as I start talking about gratuity, people leave out the chat room. You see what I'm talking about? Soon as I start talking about gratuity, people start leaving. I don't want to hear that nigga no more. He talking about I gotta donate when I never said that. But this is what people do. And then you wonder why there's no community for us. You wonder why. You wonder why. You see? The proof is in the pudding. I just had 15, 16 people in here listening. Now it's 9. When I brought up supporting. Gone. They left. Man, ain't nobody supporting that nigga. He better be happy I'm listening to him. This is how we feel about one another. And you know the same shit I'm saying is what Brother Polite said. This is what Brother Polite was saying on why he left the conscious community. Because the people in the conscious community want you to stay broke. They want you to stay starving and be unhappy while they just watch you and listen to you. Like this shit should be done for free. But when you hear about scams, well, we need to call these scammers out. But you don't even support the righteous people. So why you care so much about who's scamming? You can't even give a nigga $2, $5, $10. You spend $5 on a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You spend damn near $20 on your lunch at work. If you go out and eat lunch. But y'all turn around and go back and support these quote unquote leaders. And these people know that. This is how they get off with scamming us, man. Be your own leader. Be your own leader, man. Be your own leader. And I'm not trying to come down on people for not donating. Because the people who do donate, I appreciate it. And I know that the majority of us don't have much. So I don't ask for it. But you shouldn't be talking about people who scam people when you don't support the people who don't. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how more and more scammers are created. Because at the end of the day, people got to eat, man. At the end of the day, people got to eat. People got to eat. Kids, your children got to eat. Your children got to be clothed and housed. You got to put gas in your car. See, people act like that stuff only exists for them. Like they the only one that, man, I just paid my light bill. I ain't donating nothing to that nigga. But then you will go do a stream about Rizza Islam scamming people. You'll go do a whole stream or a bunch of videos, donate, dedicate a whole channel to polite scamming people. Exposing polite, exposing the conscious community, but won't even donate to the people who being real. This is why you have a bunch of scammers and a bunch of thieves. This is why years down the line, you've seen these organizations become they're becoming more and more and more watered down. Because they're not doing it for us anymore. We're sheep to them. We're food for them. They look at us as food. I could tell these niggas anything. They gonna give up their money. I could tell them Jesus getting ready to come back on a chariot in the sky. And the sky going crack. They'll believe it. They'll donate. And you wonder why it's being done. Them people living with circumstances just like you. They just found a way to hustle you out your money. Welcome to life. Welcome to the real world. Oh, you want me to be your leader? Well, pay me. Join the new covenant. You want to be financially free? Hit up Brother Garfield. He'll teach you about trade lines and he'll clear your credit, you know. You want to learn about all the tricks and trades of real estate? Just go join Jay Morrison Academy. We got the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're creating a new Black Wall Street, everyone. Come join us. We having a deal right now on the JMA Academy. You could join right now and start classes for $1,500. We usually charge $2,300. We're taking $800 off. So they supposed to starve? See, I'm not saying that what they doing is not wrong. But I'm giving you another perspective. This is their hustle. I talked about it a long time ago, the pro-black hustle. The pro-black shuffle. See, because they saw a long time ago, man, if I tell these people the truth, I'm going to be broke. So I might as well posture myself as being this leader and take people for what they have. Hey, it's you can't hate the player, hate the game. That's what happens when you're not your own leader. You're going to get scammed. You're going to get conned. That's part of the game. You need somebody to tell you how to goddamn think. So pay me. Oh, you don't want to go through the process yourself and learn how to do it yourself? Well, you got to pay me for my method. What? I'm charging. Man, he scammed me. I didn't get what he said I was going to get. Well, hey, you didn't do your own due diligence, brother. That's what, Polite is a mastermind. He marketed his wives to you guys. And we really don't even know if those are his wives. This is how he was able to get all the money. He kept his sexy ass wives in front of everybody. He kept the fly shit on. He was always looking good. $1,500 shoes on. $200 fitted hat. Driving Bentleys. Driving Porsches. Man, that dude ain't gonna rob me for my $2,500. Shit, he drive a Lamborghini. He don't need my little $2,500. Oh, yes, the hell he do. Yes, he do. Man, RZA, he from the Nation of Islam. He ain't gonna do that. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Says who? These people don't owe us no loyalty, man. Y'all better get that out your heads. These people don't owe us no loyalty. They don't owe us shit. You owe it to yourself. Be your own leader. That's why everybody be so shocked when they find out about their favorite rap artist. Man, I can't believe Jeezy did that. Jeezy made a whole bunch of money off of selling us the drug game. He has so much of us out here wanting to be the snowman. But his goddamn son went to college and graduated. His son ain't become Snowman Jr. But all us niggas out here want to be the snowman. But why he didn't turn his son into the snowman? Because he was selling you a lifestyle. He was selling it. It's called marketing. I.e. manipulation. That's all marketing is. Manipulation. How do I get you to buy into me? And with us as a people used to being destitute and having a impoverished mindset, what is the first thing we buy into? Drugs. We buy into that first. This is why it's easy for you to be on the block and to sell your homie a bag of some loud before a t-shirt. You could be on the block with your t-shirts all day. Y'all got them t-shirts, $25. Oh, let me see it. Damn, son, this 25 is too much. Man, I'll give you $10. But tell them you got them 25s of sour. Oh, you got them 25s of sour? Let me see. Oh, these bags is fat. Let me get 4. He'll spend $100 with you. But he won't buy 4 t-shirts for $100. He won't buy 4 t-shirts for $100, but he'll buy 4 bags of sour for $100. He won't come in and donate to your YouTube channel, but he'll buy 4 bags of Kush. See that? And these people understand that. That's how they're able to get over. Gotta be your own leader, man. Gotta be your own leader. Be your own leader, man. So I just wanted to come and tell y'all that, man, tonight. Be your own leader. Be your own leader. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Be your own savior. You are what you're looking for. You're looking for yourself. There's no one out there to save you but you. Like they teach us, there's no mystery God. There's no mystery God. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me go through the chat real quick. The donation links is in the chat room. CashApp SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Streamlabs /SheepStaySleepTV. What up, Dice? Shout out to Dice TV. Y'all go over there and subscribe to my man Dice TV, man. It's a cool dude, man. Cool dude, great content. I love his setup. Shout out to my man Dice. Jack Tripper, what's going on, Jack Tripper? Right, and we wonder why we stay stagnant in life. Exactly, guys. Titan TV, what's going on, Titan? Hey, Miss PM, what's going on? Oh, you live in Tulsa? Definitely hoodwinked and bamboozled. Another mind, what's going on, bro? Huey P, what's going on, Huey P? Go Hard Black, what's good? Partly Cloudy, what's good, my brother? Shout out to the D, man. Shout out to Detroit in the building. Oh, you remember when it was the HOC, huh? Another mind. Remember that. Shout out to my man Albert in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. What's good, Tyrone Church? Shout out to everybody that's listening, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the love, man. Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Definitely. We could definitely collab, Dice. That's not an issue, bro. You know? I don't know if you took down my email, but hit me up, dsalliance1 at gmail.com. DS Alliance and the number 1 at gmail.com. We could chop it up, bro. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Much love. Once again, man, be your own leader. Be your own leader, man. So shout out to y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. And remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. There's no mystery God. There's no Savior that's coming to save us. Be your own leader. I appreciate the love. I'll holla at y'all tomorrow. Peace.